Hello, I'm Thomas W. Case, American poet and author here at Three Bells. I'm amongst friends, a small crowd. Very glad to be here, and I'm just going to jump right into it. I'll be reading from my latest book, Sleep Always Calls. This first poem is called All the Difference. Here's how it goes. I've been to the bitter, dark place where dreams are decorations in dilapidated houses, a building haunted by the ghosts of spring. I tasted the wine of whores and convicts there. I've prayed with the broken and wasted. I spent days and months, almost forever, with the feral men and women of America, in homes not fit for fleas. Then one cosmic day, while the wounded slept, I chased a beautiful moth that escaped the flame, and that has made all the difference. All right. Thank you. Just a lot of them. This one's called While There Is Time. Tomorrow is nebulous at best, a dream of one who still sleeps. You are alive now, awake in this fresh green world. In the planning, we forget to live. Ask the mice and men how plans go. There are traps and trivialities that keep you from carrying on. Funny things happen on the way to the bank. My mom died while grocery shopping. Today peers back at you from the mirror. Breath and heartbeat, desire and passion. No one survives this story. You're the author and the protagonist. Write it well. All right. This next one is called Bubba. There's an old gray cat that wanders the neighborhood, neutered and wild, green eyes. He's confident and thick, doesn't trust humans, but loves tuna. I don't blame him. I have 3 female cats that watch him through the window, wagging their slim tails. He couldn't care less. I call him Bubba. His head is the size of a grapefruit. Half of one of his ears is gone. I put food out for him. He waits until I go inside to eat it. He's tough, lived a rough life. I can tell. I've been down some of the same back roads as him, slept in similar alleys. But no one has taken my balls yet. This one's called Happy Trails. We have all done something urgent. We all have something urgent to do. Tell the man that works at the butcher's shop. Tell the boy who delivers your newspaper. Tell the groundhog before he sees his shadow. Dig up Poe and Ginsberg and tell them. Tell the street musician playing for tips. Tell the whores and the virgins. Tell the next fish that you catch. Tell the banker and the candlestick maker. Tell the cats and dogs and wombats. Tell the starving artists and poets. Tell your wife, mistress, and the old lady next door. Tell the cloned sheep in the deep part of the ocean. Tell the magician and the carnival worker. Tell the drunk, though he may forget. Tell the farmer and his cattle. Tell the spider, and if it refuses to listen, tell the flies caught in the web. Tell the psychic, though they should know. Tell everyone and everything that artificial intelligence wants to be the 21st century God. But whatever you do, don't tell that smiling machine that does it all for you. It will blink its cold eye holes and wish you well, then slice your throat while you sleep. I was getting a little freaked out with all the AI and man, they've came a long way. This one's called Oh Sleep, What a Strange Mistress You Can Be. Oh, sleep, what a strange mistress you can be, when I think of all our savage nights and long embraces. I have cursed and blessed you with bellowing cries. I hated you in the green of youth when the backyard was my kingdom, and the dragons needed slain. You invaded long afternoons in the sun with nap time. As my years flew by like crows in autumn, and I grew out of my backyard sanctuary, the dragons became bigger, and new beasts arrived on the scene. brutal beast with no mercy and much harder to kill. I looked for you on long, lonely, broken-hearted nights, when finding a star in the sky was like panning for gold. I found your dreamy kiss and silent embrace far less. O sleep, what a strange mistress you can be. This one is called Providence is a Stealthy Hunter. Destiny is a smiling bastard riding a motorcycle through the neighborhood, laughing at children playing in yards, eaten by worms and time, pink, green, white, kaleidoscope confusion on all the cats' faces. Providence is a stealthy hunter. All right. This one is called The Poems. Without poetry, we'd all be chained to fences of time, locked in, torn apart, played with by the cosmic dance. Don't get me wrong, the poems can't cure cancer or heal the lame dog's leg, but they might give the whores hope and the hobos a home. Poetry tricks the mind into seeing things, like wolfhounds with bagpipes playing an Irish jig, far away from the ferryman and his ride across the river. Without poetry about now, my skull would be a home for beetles and worms, turning ever so slowly into dust. This one is called Better Than Gold. There are moments in my life that are too wild and beautiful to be tamed or captured by words or sentences. Musical notes could do a better job at conveying the experience. D minor or C sharp major. My mind replays the moments, alive with pentatonic scales, and the taste of homemade apple cider and pomegranate security. I smell the burning leaves of late October and feel the smooth nose of my childhood Appaloosa, her dappled coat and trusting eyes. Sometimes the world in all its goodness stupefies me and leaves my spirit rocking gently in a cradle, where I know it's all going to be okay. Right. This one's called TWC on Writing. Hobbled by the sun and laid prostrate by days of degenerate behavior, days of nothingness and worse, only writing could save me. Poor and lonely, no warm woman to hold, no booze, no home, but I had my writing. It let the light in and buffered me from the crowds of scarecrows with sewn-on smiles. Writing keeps me immortal and kills the pain. It soothes the mice lost in the maze and brings the stray cat home to a house where he's safe. Writing is the pillow that keeps my head up and my heart engaged. I've been writing for a long time, and just a little transparency. I used to be a heavy drinker, very heavy drinker, and I quit drinking, and the writing became more important and got better, and it's been a big part of my life. This one's called Cats No Fun. I have 3 cats. We have 3 cats. It's my brother Tobin right there. So they make their way into the writing. I watch the parade of trivialities line up like hemlock, like mad dogs yipping at my ankles. I'm too crafty for them. I laugh and yawn and watch my cats play with an electric fish. This one is called For Dawn. You got lost in the deep end of life, far from the safe shallows, elf-like grin left over from childhood. I couldn't save you. 9 months of milky memories and shipwrecks to your soul. Your greed killed you as much as the booze did. I hope now you're resting safely on the shore. This one is called Sleep Always Calls, the title of the book. I'm going to write this. I say that to myself and to you, the reader. Every time I sit down to work on poetry lately, I'm overcome by lethargy. I look at the whiteness and go blank. I thumb through notes, nothing. The thought of lying down for a nap, ride by on a tricycle in my mind. I hated naps as a child. They interfered with my plans to conquer the world. The coolness of the sheets subdued me. Instead of admitting complete defeat, I say to myself, maybe I will wake up refreshed and inspired. Perhaps the muse will visit in my slumber. I retire to the bed. Mojo, one of my cats, joined me at the foot. She is soon dreaming of catching the elusive moth that has been bothering her for days. And I will dream of catching words like butterflies with a big net. And this one's called Here Comes Lucky. They say it's the sport of kings. I have royal memories of being at Santa Anita in Hollywood Park with my dad and brother. As kids, we watched some of the best horses and jockeys in the world. The jocks were our tiny heroes, gladiators and sylphs riding tremendous beasts. Dad taught us how to bet and study the horses. He called it doping the form. I liked the show bet. I still cashed a ticket, as long as the horses didn't do worse than third. My heart still gallops when I think of those Southern California afternoons. Dad used to say, don't ever gamble what you can't afford to lose. I live with my brother now in Iowa. Dad is long gone, and so is the shoe, our favorite jock. There are new jockeys on the scene, new horses. We drove to Des Moines to do some off-track betting on the Kentucky Derby. The pageantry is decadent, the hats and mint juleps. Someone sings a beautiful version of My Old Kentucky Home. It was truly a sublime scene. Now, we must figure out how we're going to pay the rent. Now he didn't turn up. Wasn't that bad? That was, okay. Now I'm gonna. My first book is called Seedy Town Blues, collected poems, and I'm just going to read a couple short ones from that. Okay, this one's called My Love. It's on page 160. There we go. Writing is my love that never betrays. It doesn't lie or cheat. It never complains that I leave the toilet seat up or that I left hairs in the sink. It has never said you drink too much or not enough. It always wins the bet, sets the sun and skins the cat. It's always raw and never well done. Medium rare at worst and never burnt. It doesn't ask me to do aerobics or yoga. And it would never tell me to quit smoking. I would stake my life on it. Writing is my love that will be with me until the end. If I remember right, I think I had a girlfriend that was constantly asking me to do aerobics and yoga. Yeah. You write what you know, Hemingway said.
I do yoga, but not aerobics.
This one is called It's Just a Hop, Skip, and a Jump to the Madhouse. It's the little things that drive one mad. A snapped shoelace on your way to the liquor store in the driving snow. A cockroach in the cereal. Dead batteries when all you want to do is listen to music. Shifty-eyed people in my house quietly plotting my demise. It's the tree of life cut down to clear space for a parking lot. No love for my brother. Another frosty day in April. Cigarette prices constantly rising astronomically. Footsteps in an empty hallway. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump to the madhouse. And then I will read. So my second book is called It's Just a Hop, Skip, and a Jump to the Madhouse. And this first poem is called The Western Plains of the Heart. I miss her, and it's uncomfortable. I'm not used to feelings. In the past, I would drink when I felt uncomfortable, or felt anything for that matter. Now, I identify feelings like a strange new species of animal. Oh yes, that's sadness. It's indigenous to the western plains of the heart. Feeling emotions is strange and scary, but it beats the alternative, feeling nothing and dying alone. So grateful to be sober. I mean, it's what a life. This one is called Pain. This one's called For Those Princes of the Alleys. Feral cats creep under porches to escape the rain and snow. Some have half a tail or a missing ear. My cats watch them from the safety of the warm house. They chirp and stare. I wonder if these pitiful orphans once had a home and knew love. Did the owner abandon them to be unburdened by empathy? I wish I could save those wild cats, those princes of the alleys. Sometimes they wander over to my porch. I put a can of tuna out. They look at me with cautious green or golden eyes. I tell them, it's going to be all right. I know it's a lie. Winter is coming. But I feel better for a second. And that's all that matters in this playground of a world. Don't you think? Okay. Back to CDs, back to Sleep All These Calls. This one's called Sometimes You Wait. Some poems don't work. No amount of tweaking will fix it. You can't finger it until it comes. Push the delete button and start over. You write because you must. It's in your cells. You're a salmon swimming upstream to stay alive. You write because the nut house yawns and beckons. It waits. The cage door is open and the water is tainted with mercury. Fly away or die. If the writing isn't working, go fishing, eat a tangerine or some Brussels sprouts. Be livid, be silly, study the vulva and the orchid. Think about what the color black tastes like, or if pink whispers or yells. And write until the trivialities take flight from your life. In the surrendering, triumph will come. And that is... Okay, Pain Like Pie. Pain Like Pie. I can hardly read my handwriting. There we go. There is a screaming, screeching pain that is so raw, it's like a mouse caught in a glue trap. It must be locked away for no one to see or handle. And sometimes on moonless nights when no one is around, and the owls have killed their prey, and the teardrops have been bottled and sold on the black market, you may be tempted to take that pain out like a slice of pie and taste it. Be careful, it may have fermented and developed a mind of its own. This one's called A Rich Man. I don't vacation in Babylon anymore. The ticket prices soared and the trip almost killed me. Years of debauchery wasn't good for the soul. The only gold I want now is the autumn leaves and the buttery summer corn and the shimmer on the lake at sunset. I'm getting older and my heart is stronger. It beats like children seeing green for the first time. And this one is called It's Now. There are miracles when I open my eyes. The smile on the cat, the taste of strong coffee, a Beethoven symphony while I taste dark chocolate. I exist in the present. Next week is nebulous. The touch of my baby's cheek against mine defeats the demons and destroys chaos. This one is called Green is My Bed. I explored the depths of hell and found it wanting, wandering the streets looking for a utopia. Not all that shines is the sun. Pictures can be doctored, and when the layers are peeled away, the purple horizon isn't royal. It's a ghastly negative, with black and white images that lack love and depth. All the potions are placebos. It's temporary and tiring. When I grew up, I stopped playing with toys. They break and disappoint, and worse yet, they leave me empty and hungry. The sky pilot found me, and I am full, belly and soul. Beside still waters, green is my bed. All right, now I'm going to do a few from memory. Take some coffee. This one's called Lonesome Neon Nights. Angels with broken wings, frostbitten dreams, morphine nights and gangrene schemes. She had that broken glass sadness, the kind that gets worse with every slammed door and every lazy moon mad night. The light in her eyes was dim, like a candle in the fog, like a frog that dreams of flying but wakes up the same old pond, day after degrading day. Man, every time I see her, I want to take her home and give her a bath, feed her strawberries and rubber feet. I want to free her from the rain-slick suffering she's stuck in, wash away the stench of the lonely diesel strangers. But I can't save her. Hell, I can't even save myself. So I bum her a midnight special and light it for her with a brief sulphuric blaze of glory, bereft of any lasting light. Walk away, jack-o'-lantern grin, into the lonesome neon night. Wrote that a long, long time ago and committed it to memory. Here's another one from memory called I Want to Swim to Heaven. I want to swim to heaven because this city has an infection. No injection will kill this disease, this treachery, this brutality. So I'm going to swim to heaven. Back float. Take my time. My rhyme will be the deep blue trip to heaven. I'll try one more from memory. This I wrote a long time ago, committed it to memory a long time ago, and hopefully I don't screw it up. It's called Lonely Like Me. As a child, the 80 acres seemed like the whole world with its ponds and streams and sunlit meadows. It looked like Eden to my young eyes. I chased the lambs and dragonflies, caught tortoises and toads. The banks of the stream looked like cliffs to me as I watched the suspended shadows of the bluegill in the water below. With July's oven on broil, I found shade beneath a black locust tree and tried to figure out how I could use the thorns as fish hooks to catch dinner for the night. Evening set the sky on fire, the clouds were all ablaze. Passion found me early. So much land and nothing but time. Then dusk turned gently into night, and the summer moon looked sad, like a giant porch light left on for a lover that's never coming home. As I lay in bed, the cicadas' buzz tucked me in, and from the pond came the bullfrog's sad song, and I knew he was lonely, like me. Okay, and this one is called Sonnets, Villanelles, and Cats on My Desk. I'm in a cool group. To stay on top of my writing and to promote and market my poetry, I often publish online. Man, if Lord Byron could hear that. In this place that I belong, I have deadlines. I procrastinate until the very last day and then scribble some shitty lines and get angry with myself for putting the writing off. I have a couple of weeks before I need to write a sonnet or villanelle. I'm getting anxiety. It's not producing the desired effect of hard work or discipline. No, not that. It's getting me thinking. That is sometimes productive and usually comical. I'm thinking about the 15 months I've been sober. For many years I was miserable, drinking and writing and drinking, holding the bottle of vodka to my shivering lips to get that last spider of liquid. My clothes smelled of decay and cowardice, and everything tasted like rotten meat. Now I have a beautiful maple desk that my 3 cats like to sleep on while I write poems about procrastination and sobriety. Such fuzzy black miracles. They twitch as they dream of fish and catnip. And just maybe they dream about writing a sonnet for me. We're all addicted to something. All right. This one is called Writing Through the Storms. Writing is my lighthouse when I'm lost at sea in the dark fog among the sirens, singing their seductive song. It is my net that catches fish to feed when I'm starving and afraid. An albatross silently looms while waves swell and break against my raft. The kraken yawns and waits, but the words and lines tow me safely to shore. And I'll just do a couple more. This one's called The Magic Man, page 4C. I sleep with my top hat on these days. It keeps the rabbits from crawling out and running away. They are the safest close to my brain when I sleep. I don't want them eaten by feral swine or to wander off and drowned in a vat of wine. The magic show will start soon, and I'll pull them out when least expected. The crowd will gasp and groan when I saw the woman in half. It's just a trick, I yell. She's okay, sleight of hand, see? They know better. The blood isn't fake. They see the horror of the magician's life, even though it entertains. We all wish it was illusion, but it's showtime. And one more, this one's called Anything for a Drink. We lived for the next drink, the elixir to erase the memories of 1,000 cruel dawns. It took work when we were broken and bedraggled. Creativity and thirst drove us through the day. Do you have anything to pawn? Hey, why don't we stop by the old carnival guy's place? He's always good for a belt. Big Brenda will give you a 10 spot to go down on her. Are you up for it? The shit we did to stay liquid smooth. We redeemed cans for nickels. It took hundreds to get a bottle in and out of dumpsters filled with the vilest trash imaginable. Me and those aluminum cowboys knee deep in the filth just to get a drink. Winter was bad, frostbitten hands and hearts, but summer was worse. Something about the way the sun cooked the trash had a hellish, putrid effect on the soul. That smell was the seed of my sobriety. I'll end on a better note. So, here's the thing. They're all just snapshots, and for a long time life was gritty and dark, and hopefully people that are struggling with addiction that read some of that, there's a better life, and that's the blessing. That's the things I'll be forever ever grateful for. And there's one called Poor Dad, page 122. End with this one. Dad's been dead a while now, but he used to always say, boys, don't let the bastards get you down. Or, they can kill us, but they can't eat us. 9 times out of 10, he would utter these great pearls of wisdom when we received a large bill in the mail. Minutes later, we would peel away down the Pacific Coast Highway to the track, Santa Anita or Hollywood Park. It was an exciting experience, being around that environment at such a young age. After all, it's the sport of kings. Dad took everything in stride. He didn't worry much. Unfortunately, I didn't inherit that from him. He was an English and drama teacher, and what he did pass on to me was a love for literature. He made it come alive, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. So, Dad, wherever you are, I just want you to know I didn't let the bastards get me down. There we go. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys coming out. Yeah.
Good job, Tom.
Books are available on Amazon.com. It's really been a pleasure to be here. This is not my strong suit, writing. I'd rather just write. But it's part of the deal. And thank you all for coming out. I'm very, very grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're a wonderful reader.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.